Well, Halo Infinite is finally out, and it's amazing. It's a very amazing game. It's everything that we've wanted from it. I think personally speaking, on a gameplay level, the gunplay is fucking amazing. The gameplay itself is it's gorgeous. The graphics are next level. It's exactly what we wanted out of a Halo game for a while. And as a person that did not enjoy Halo 4, did not enjoy Halo 5, this is a little bit more back to what the original trilogy and Reach to a degree, not fully, but to a degree, kind of brings back for me. And as I kind of go through it over and over, it's definitely it's just becoming more and more apparent that Halo's back. Definitely, you see a lot more people playing. You're getting games quickly. It's one of the top most viewed games right now, anyways, on Twitch. A lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff. And I don't want to. I think, especially people reading the title, maybe gonna seem like this is coming out of a negative spotlight, or this is a negative overview. And I really don't know quite how the community feels about this specifically yet. But I do think that there is still some negatives that we ought to discuss. And some of those negatives are obviously the customization in the game. And the customization is just becoming extremely hectic at this point. So yeah, as far as the customization itself, we do have options that we're getting from there. So obviously, I was one of the people that bought the Battle Pass. The Battle Pass is essential for this Halo because it is quote unquote free to play. And I don't mean to say it that way in that it's not. It obviously is, but there are certain elements that I think the developers, and probably more Microsoft than anything, are kind of overusing to make more money, clearly. And I think that's what I'm going to discuss here next. So obviously, this is the Spartan that I have. This is the Spartan that everyone has, to be honest with you, at this point, because most people are around probably level 10, level 15, maybe level 20 if you're the average person. Streamers and whatnot, I'm not even going to talk about them because they're playing their game, they're making their money, and that's how they do every day. So they're probably going to be in the 40s, 50s, so on and so forth. The average person is expected to get to 100 within the 160 days of the season. So if we open it here, it says 161 days. So what they're expecting me to do is get some of these armors within 160 days. But let's just take a look at that real quick. Right? So level 7, you unlock one shoulder pad. One shoulder pad. You know what I mean? The next shoulder pad here. And then it's a stupid little light for the helmet. Then I finally get my first helmet here. So I personally speaking, I just think that the customization has really been cut down in the game in the hopes that people would pay more money to boost the levels in the season pass, to pay more money for armor that's not even in the season pass, and it's just it's really kind of killing that the enjoyment of playing the game, because I'm not able to customize the way I want to, right? So you can kind of see, and if you didn't pay the $10 for the season pass, you're getting shafted even further, because all you're getting is little XP boosts or the season pass for more items that you're not going to be able to get because you didn't pay. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's screwing the little person that's not able to get it. So you finally get a little skin here. This is just green. You know what I mean? Give me the customization to do what I want with my Spartan. Let me choose what the helmet color is. Let me choose what the side is. Let me choose what this main color is. What the underskin here, the black armor is. Don't make that decision for me. And I really, really dislike this. This is just a cheap way to fill in the stuff in your season pass, make it seem like you have a lot of items. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of items here. There's good things. Look at these poses. Look at these helmets. Everything looks beautiful in this game. But don't force me to do some of this when I could be doing it on my own, especially the coloring, especially the customization. So let's just go ahead and take a look at the armor haul here real quick. So this is a cool idea in that there's multiple different types of Spartans, and we'll talk about this one in a little bit. But so some of the unlocks for this Spartan, which is what is this, a 7, Spartan 7. I don't know if I'm reading that right. This is the customization on here are not going to all be on this Spartan, which is the Spartan 5, and vice versa. So you're already splitting off my customizations in half, basically, because now I can't mix and match what I want between these two. Again, it's a cool idea. There is slight differences in between the two, but this is a very cheap way, and again, taking away that freedom of me doing what I want with the customization. Okay, so let's go ahead and enter here. You know, I've been playing for 15 hours so far in Halo, and I only have one helmet to go at. I'm Diamond 2 in ranked. Okay, and I'm not showing casing anything. I do play a lot, and I have a lot of friends that are playing with me. It's been super fun times, and I'm really enjoying it. But this bums me out. I'm at 15 hours in on pure multiplayer, no campaign, and I only have one helmet for the Spartan. That's crazy to me. You know what I mean? You that customization is gone, just gone. So I really that part is really, I'm disliking that. You know, that personalization of my Spartan, it's gone. I'm not saying this is everything. It's not. Halo's known for its gameplay, and then secondary is the customization. But at least we had that customization. Now it's no longer there. This feels more like Halo 2, classic Halo 2. You know what I mean? Where it's just pure colors. There's really no difference between the armor back in the day. This is what I'm feeling now. And I don't know why we're being forced into that. Okay, again, I don't know what the community's opinion is on this. Maybe it's not a big deal, but I do think that me working towards getting that customization is a good part. Now let's discuss this armor right here. Blessed armor, looks amazing, legendary, love it. You can only unlock this with every month you'll get a week to go into a separate leveling up system instead of just the season pass. There's a separate one, which I think they said it's between 1 to 30, and it starts on the November 23rd, if I remember right, from 1 to 30, and it'll only be there for 1 week every month, and then if you don't get it, you can try it again the next time, and then if you don't get it again, you can try it again the next time, and it just it's like a cycle. It's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. It gives you more things to do. But the problem is, again, you're trying to waste as much time on people so that they're not getting the items there, but they do have that potential of getting it. I think I'm personally not a fan. I think up to 30 is very, very high when you're talking about 50 XP per game. When you're talking about the weekly challenges being limited, some of them somewhat impossible, right? And we'll talk about that in a second. And then when you're talking about there's already a season pass that's barely giving you anything. It's just you're adding more things for people to hate for no reason when we could be doing more with our stuff. Now I do want to just discuss this as well. Again, not to be all negative so far, but look at this stuff. So this is all paid. Now I think one thing people will say is, well, this is a free to play game. This is how they're making their money. The thing is, this is Microsoft we're talking about, okay? This game is already on Game Pass. They're making a lot of money off of Game Pass, right? Maybe that's not a fair thing to say, but that's fine. I'm personally going to buy the campaign. Okay, I'm personally going to buy the campaign. The campaign is still priced at $59.99. I don't think anyone, personally speaking, if you were to offer me Halo 3, just the Halo 3 campaign, it's very hard for me to say that campaign is worth $59.99. That was an amazing campaign, okay, that I played over and over and over repeatedly. It's not worth the price of $59.99. And I haven't played this one yet because it's not out yet. But I'm willing to say that this campaign alone is not worth $59.99, okay? And we're not going to be getting any customization as confirmed by Chaz the Jackal here, but there's no customization that you're going to be getting outside of colors, a pose, and some little items here and there. No items are going to be had at all for it, and you're not going to be getting the Master Chief armor, for instance, not the old Master Chief armor, none of that. That's probably going to be in the shop later on for another $20. So I think we're going more for money and, you know, using the consumer right now over giving them what they want. As far as the customization, again, you got to give it to them for the gameplay. Gameplay was amazing, but that's not what I'm talking about today. I'm talking about longevity and giving people the freedom to do things, to feel like they own that Spartan, that they're playing their own Spartan, as opposed to you're stuck with the color pattern, you're stuck with this, you're stuck with that. I don't want to be stuck with anything. I'm willing to pay for some of this stuff, but give me freedom with customization to begin with. Give me items that I already have to begin with, and then go from there. Now, this possibly might change as we kind of go in, which if we do, great. That would be nice, but I think they could have thought through on this a little bit more. They really, really, really could have. And you know, $20 for armor set is just disgusting. To be honest with you, if you want to give me like, if you give me an offer of like $59.99 for the multiplayer, I'm with it. Or a season pass, an actual season pass, where you're getting a lot of items for, let's say, $30 or something like that, I'd be willing to do that. But that's not the option we're given. We're instead going through this route of let's keep all the good stuff hidden in the shop for people to buy, or get screwed on the customizing. Which I don't think that's a good way to do things. And I don't think that's the spirit of Halo to begin with. And I understand, again, it's a free-to-play game, but let's be honest, it's not really a free-to-play game if the campaign still costs $59.99 and you have this much stuff. I understand the season pass, which is why I paid for it, and I'm probably gonna buy some of this stuff too. But if this is all you're gonna offer, it's not good. It's not good, and I think that's a definite fix that needs to go into that for sure. Now let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about the multiplayer here, because I do think there's a couple aspects in there as well. So the challenges. So some of the challenges are extremely hard, right? And I think this is a good example of some of this. Maybe not the difficulty part, but the XP that you're getting out of the XP. So I have one here that says big winner, win any big team battle match in PvP. Then you'll get 250 experience. This is one, right? So the idea now is that, okay, if it's just one for 250, if there was one for another one, it would be another 250, right? So then I have the same one, except this one's blue. It's fancy. This one says win any big team battle and match in PvP again, but this time it's out of 2. Notice the experience points only increases by 50%, or sorry, 50 XP, but the work is now double that. Okay. So this is just a slight example. Other people have gotten things like capture 10 flags. Okay, if you played Halo, you specifically capturing 10 flags is not the easiest thing. Okay, it's just not. And I think there's gonna be some people that are, you know, super freaks at the game and they're gonna kill it. They're gonna be able to do that easily. I'm not one of those people personally. I won't be able to do that. I'll maybe get 1 or 2 flags on there. I'm more of a slayer than anything else. I'll be the guy defending the flag carrier, but 10 flags is crazy. There was another one that I got where it was 50 Spartans, could get 50 kills. Again, I can kill people fairly easily, so I'm okay with that. I was able to do it, but maybe one of my friends who is more capturing the flag oriented, who doesn't really do the slayer role, doesn't really kill as much, he's gonna have a difficulty with that, right? And I think, again, for 300 experience for 50 Spartans is too much. 300 experience for 10 flags is too little. I mean, not too much. That's just, you know, we gotta figure out what's going on here, and I think this is something more easy to fix. I'm not gonna bitch out about it too much. I think the community overall has already spoken about this enough. This is another thing that they gotta focus on. All right, now just the final thoughts. It's just the multiplayer itself. So the multiplayer itself is the main issue is that you're not giving people options of just Slayer or just capture the flag, okay, or objective based playlist. So I've been getting a lot of people that, you know, I've been, again, a little bit more fortunate, been having friends to play with, but when we do have extra spots in the team, a lot of the people that we get played with, they don't want to do anything in objective wise. They just want to go around, explore the map, get kills. And to a degree, I understand. They want to do Slayer. Slayer is not an option for them. So they have to go in, hope that it's Slayer, and when it's not, they'll just run around and do whatever. Now, I would never do that. Right? I personally would never do that. I would always play the objective, try to win the game. That's going to be my thing. But to somebody that only plays Slayer and has only ever played Slayer, or let's say a Call of Duty person that's only ever played Team Deathmatch, and they're here to play it because it's free to play, and they don't get that option, they're not going to help out their team, most likely, right? Some of them will, but I think we're frequently now more and more finding people that are not doing that. And I think that's hurting the overall team, because if I'm playing against a full party and it's only me and a friend and we're getting two randos that are not doing much, that's going to destroy my experience. It's going to destroy the randos experience because they're not winning, but they also don't know what to do. You know what I mean? I think it's a very niche situation to a degree. I think it's increasing over time, but we need separate playlists for everyone to do whatever they want and not get forced into a specific thing in there. Ranked, I understand. Ranked being whatever, that I completely get. But quick play needs to be split off into Slayer, objective, fun mode, you know, zombies or whatever. All of that needs to be brought back in a separate playlist. Big team battle is a little bit more understandable with that many people being in the game. It's not as big of a deal, because if 2, 3, 4 people are running around just getting kills, the rest of us can still decently defend the objective and get an objective going. Otherwise, you know, if it's a 4v4 quick play and 2 people are just running around getting kills nowhere close to the oddball, we're gonna lose. That's just how it is. Especially if, again, you're playing against a two-man team or 3-man team or 4-man team that are in a party. That's it. The game is done. You know what I mean? So I do think there's still a lot of things, and hopefully this wasn't too negative. I definitely wanted to try to kind of go in with the excitement. I'm a big fan of the game, and I'm gonna continue to play the game for the long run. Definitely let me know what you think. You know, like, dislike, comment. Let's have a little bit of a discussion down there in the comment section if you want. Otherwise, hopefully you enjoyed, and hopefully we can come back to a more positive video next time. I appreciate you guys though. Bye bye.